Okay, so we are back trying to figure out these line weights. And so there were a few. I think that what I'm gonna do is let's change what's going on here. Okay, I think I want to put that back. So that blue, I don't like that blue and the green. So I'm gonna change the background, guys. Okay. So I'm gonna go to options and I'm gonna go to colors, and here's the background. Okay. So let's. I don't want to make it black. That might be too light, but we'll see what happens. I don't like that. It's got to go back. You can't do an undo on the background. Yeah, you can't do an undo. Yeah, it just does that. So let's go back and look at our colors again. Now I forgot which one it was. I can't remember which one it is. Maybe it's that one, 98. I don't like the the green background with the blue color is kind of difficult to see. So if I change, well, let me, I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I've tried different colors, but I don't like the color of the backgrounds that I've been choosing. And I don't want to do a white, and I don't want to do a black. Okay, I'm gonna just try the black and see what happens. Let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. Let's do this. Oh, wow, that's nice. That might be okay. I'm gonna choose a black color today. So the point of this video is I need to have my line weights when I get ready to plot. For example, let's go back. So when you plot, you're going to be on the hidden line, and more than likely you will be medium. Okay, it's going to be a single line like this. So when you plot what you want, however your settings are set up. But let's see. Let me get this is the line weight, and if you can see, if you noticed here on the architect, see how thick the line is. So it goes back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of. Let's go back. Is that gonna plot thick? I don't think it controls the architect's drawing. Let's go here. I'm going to do visible portion. Let's go to setup default. I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm going to change the color to black lines. Raster quality is high, or it can be a presentation. I keep it on high usually. And say okay to this. Let's do a preview. Okay. So yeah, the thicker lines show up. Let's close this out. So what I was saying was, even though it looks less thick here because of the, what is this called? What is this? Thin lines. Okay. So that's how it's going to look when it plots. The same for the CAD drawings. You see this little bump out right here? It should be thin. But it looks thick, and which is what I'm going to do in a little while. I'm going to explain this part as much as I can. But if you see the thickness, okay, let's go preview again. Is everything set up? Okay, let's cancel this and print the preview. And if you can see, that's thick, and we don't want that. So what I'm trying to do is control what's being seen when it's plotted. And usually this is set up in the beginning of your drawings, because plotting is it's probably the most important. How your drawings look will be the most important part of your I don't know, design part of your drawings, because the engineer will call you on this kind of stuff. Okay, he's going to say, why is that thick and these lines are thin and blah blah blah. It's going to happen. So you don't want this. You don't want the engineer coming back and asking you questions about why these plots are not plotting the way they should. Okay, so this is very important, these line weights, which brings me to this video. Hopefully I can get through it. So we are trying to figure out why this is thin or thick like this when we do our thin lines. Okay, so we know that that's how it's going to look, because these thick lines on the walls are activated, right? So we know this is how it's going to look when it plots. Only it's going to be black lines and a white background. So the system type is waste. So I'm going to go to, let's just, this is the waste. And I'm going to right click and go to type properties. And we can control the line weight here. It's blue, that's a dash. Everything is controlled in here, this line graphics. There's no weight here, there's no override, because there's another way of controlling the line weight. And it is, so if we go to manage, let's go to manage and look at our object styles. And I'm going to type P so we can get down here in these pipes. So it's at a 5. I'm going to change that to a 1. Okay, and if you guys can see, what's going to happen is when I change it to 1, that still looks like it's going to plot like that. Let's go back. So I changed the object style from 5 to a 1. I thought what I was looking at, fittings, let's change that. Maybe that's the fittings. It probably is. It has to be. If Revit is going to be nice to me, come on. So what is this? What is this? What is that? That's a pipe. It says it's a pipe. Let's go back. Object styles. Man, I don't like what it's doing, unless maybe I'm doing something wrong. But placeholder, let's change all of this to 1. Everything is going to be 1. 1 pipe accessories. Is that going to change something? I'm changing all of this to 1. Black. I don't think the color matters. If it's black, it's 1. If it's blue, will the line weight projection be controlled if the line color is blue? I don't think so. So I'm going to say okay to this, and nothing is happening. Let's look at this guy. I'm going to go, let's go to the, I'm going to go to the 3D view and see what's going on. Okay, so we go back here, and it is this pipe. Now, what is it with this pipe? Let's go to edit. No. Oh, we go to waste. And it's on the waste system, which the system type is waste. So if I click on, let's go to waste and go here. Let's go back and type properties. No, it's going to be 1 or no override, right? Okay. So, and we have that. What else? So obviously something is not, maybe it's my computer. Something is not right, but let's go back. Is it controlled here? There's another controller, which is override by element, and you can control it here, right? Let's see, projection lines. Yeah, here's the weight. You can control by object style. But that's too much trouble. That's too much trouble. I'm gonna delete this. Go back. Yeah, it's deleted, and that's the thick line. But still, that line is thick. As far as I'm concerned, it's too thick. And I don't know why it seems thick. So let's go here. Let's go back, right click, type properties, graphic overrides. I'm gonna do a graphic override and this for the type properties as 1. Okay. Anything is anything changing? Let's plot it. Preview. Well, that's 1. That looks okay. Let's close it and change it again. Waste. Type properties. I'm going to override the object style and make it 3. Let's do that. Do that. And it should be thicker. Yes, this is all thicker. So that looks better. Let's do this. Let's go. Where's my section? I'm going to put that pipe back. Rotate, place this one, go here. Let's go back and look at our section view. It's up here somewhere. Here. So that line weight is what, 3? I think it's going to be okay. Let's go here. I don't like that. Let's go here. Okay. So when we go, okay. So that looks good. Let's look at the thickness. Okay, and to preview, because it's on 5, it looks thicker. Or was it 3? I think it's 3. Type properties, so we are overriding the weight. Let's change it back to 1. And I think that the solution, what happened? Wow. Let's do that again. Okay. And we're going to preview. So now the lines are thinner. And when I go out, let's zoom out a little bit and zoom back in. And now we can see our visible portion, right? And this is how it should look. Nice and clean, no bumps. So let's close this. Let's go back, and we should be able to control our object style. Where is it? Okay, object style. We should be able to control the object style. That's what it says. It says these pipes, and these are different variations of the pipe, right? Centerline, drop, rise. But the pipe, if I change it to 5, if I change the object style of my pipe to 5, it should print thicker than 1, right? But when we look at it, before we let's go here. I don't want to. Okay, it's not changing. That's not a 5. So I go back to object style, right? Let's go down to pipes and change it to 9. Say OK. It's not changing. So if I go and change, let's go back. Object style. I don't know if this is gonna make a difference. I'll just change it back to 1, but I don't know. It's not part of what I'm trying to. But you see, 9 did not become more thick. I'm gonna change the type properties here and go with my line graphic weight and change it to 9. Let's see what happens. That might be extreme, but I think sometimes extreme is necessary. Okay, let's undo this. Can we undo it? Yeah. Okay, so I think that if I want to control, it looks like if I want to control my line weight, this is my experience. Yours may be different. Maybe there's a glitch, maybe there's a bug in my computer. I don't know. But what works, I'm going to keep that as working. And the reason I came up on this, I need to create a vent, right? The sanitary waste is finished. So what I'm was about to do was create my vent system. What are we on? That's a 3? Is it 3 or? I'm gonna change that to a. Okay, 3. 1. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep it at 1, and say okay. So, let's change this back. But now we're gonna do a vent. Okay, and vent. I'm trying to change the color. Let's go vent type, vent. Okay, PVC vent. Pattern. Let's do a pattern. Let's do a dash 116. And my color is going to be a green. Okay. Line weight. Let's get back. Let's get the coloring first. Let's do that. Let's say okay. Is that solid? Oh, dash. Okay. Okay. Material. PVC vent. Okay. And let's draw a pipe. Let's go systems, and we are going to draw a pipe that is 1.5 inches. Let's bring it up a little bit. Let's put it 6 feet. And we are going to go here. Okay. Oh, that dash is a little bit long, huh? It's like the waist. Now, this should be, that's vent. Oh, okay, that's waist. Okay, so we are going to go and change that to vent. Should turn to green. Okay, let's look at our realistic. Oops. Change it back to fine. Okay, so that's our system. We have that all set up. And the way this green, the way the color pops out as green is if you right click on it, you go to type properties, and this material, the PVC vent, has to be different than PVC. I can rename this. This is PVC waste. Okay, so that's why they're different. Graphics, okay. Appearance should be about the same. 028 graphics, 028. Okay, identity. Let's do this. I'm gonna PVC and let's comma waste. Let's do that. Let's see if it changes. Graphics, okay. Okay. Waste, okay. Uh-oh, that was vent, right? Why did that change to cancel? What's going on here? Vent. Vent. That's vent. Cancel. waste. Right click. That should be okay. I'll change it here. Okay. Just being honest. Let's go to identity, comma. Let's go in, comma. And let's do a waste. Okay. So, now they have to be different on the, when you're creating your, let's say your color, your material, okay? They have to be different when you set them up in your project materials. Okay, they can't be the same. And let's go, so I'm gonna say okay to this. So now that we have, let's go, I wanna print this. And the way it's gonna be printed is, you can look at it, it's gonna be medium and it's gonna be hidden line. So we are controlling the vent and the waste. The waste can be a little bit thicker. Maybe a 2. I'm gonna put a 2 in here. Maybe 2. This is just that, and the vent is a 1. Just the weight is, let's call it a unit number. Unit number 1. And just to make sure, I'm gonna put that at 5. So it's gonna be thicker when I plot. Let's do a check. Okay, you see it's thicker, right? So that's how it's gonna plot, guys. So, do I need to plot it? Yeah, might as well. Nope. Why does that visible portion of current window cancel? And try it again, and then it comes up. No, didn't do it that time. Why does it do it sometime, and sometimes it doesn't? Okay. I'm not gonna, black lines, we got high, cancel, and preview. So it should be thicker, and that's the thin line. Wow, that's 2? No way. What's the waste? Properties, graphic override 2. Wow. Let's do a 3. Say okay. Okay. And we are printing preview. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. That might be okay. And maybe the vent is thinner. So I would, to control the line weights, I think, line, for me, and seems like the line weight, what is this called? What is it called? Line graphics, line weight is controlled by the line graphics dialog box. That's what it looks like. Okay, let's print it again, and we can see there's no preview. Well, I don't know why it does. Okay, let's preview again. It's a little bit thinner, and the waist is a little bit thicker. And I think these floor drains can be tweaked a little bit. Maybe some of the, let's close this out, and I can go back here and edit the family, right? And look in here and erase some of this, some of these, what are these? These extrusions, okay? Because in the print view, they're very thick, okay? When you get ready to plot them, that's how it's gonna look, right? And you don't want that. Maybe a square. So depending on your office standard, okay? So now that we got our line weights in place, let me turn that back to, okay, that's the thin line. So, and the environment I like working in is this one. So everything looks well. So I think then the next time, the next video, I'm gonna look at our vent system, and let's do this. Let's create a similar, and I know it's at 6 feet. It should be, I'm going to change it to 9. We can look at our section view, and we can see that it's 6, and there's no ceiling space. Where's the ceiling? Let's look at our ceiling structure. I'm going to turn that off. Let's turn on everything. Because it looks like there's our roof. Okay, so it can be up, what's that? Where are we? 8, 9? 8, 6, that's good. That's good. So we come back. What is that? Oh, okay. Can we undo? Undo. Cancel. Undo. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's go back. So I'm changing this. That's at 8 something, 8.5. But it's going to be a 2-inch because it's coming off of a water closet. And because they're back to back, I can make these a common vent from these two. And let my pipe go down. Let's go 8. And I can change this to... let's go 5. I'm going to go 5 and come back out and apply, and that's going down. So we can look at our plot just to make sure. Oops, that's okay. Let's change this. So Revit, so we can be nice to Revit. Okay, so that's a nice little drop down. And so these are thin so that our drop downs, and you can control it. Well, that's in the object, what's it called? Jesus. Object style. Where the object style is your pipes and the drop down, the riser and the drop down here. Drop and rise. But I don't know. The object styles is beyond me. So we can plot this and we can see what's going on, and it's down. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here, guys. So I hope that helped. Looking at the line weights and looking at the colors, and there's so much to Revit, and I'm trying to get to laying out my vent and going up through the roof. I think this is my 3rd attempt to doing that, but that's okay. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later, and I hope that helped. I'll talk to you guys later.